Hello dear students, how are you? Are you doing good? Dear students, last class we were discussed about Sir C.V. Raman lesson and part 1. This period I am going to give you more information about Sir C.V. Raman. Okay. Shall we move on to the text? Before going to move on to the text, we can check the previous class homework. Got it? Okay. Let us see which are the questions given as homework. Let us see the question. First question, how can you say Raman had great interest in science? Answer for this question, can you check your answer with this answer? Can you check it? Okay. The answer is, even as the Deputy Accountant General, he mixed with scientists. When he heard the news that an institution had bought a piece of modern scientific apparatus, he hurriedly put on his clothes and went to have a look at it. So, this is the answer. You can check your answer with this answer. Let us move on to the next question. What was Raman's first disappointment in his life? I believe you already wrote the correct answer for this. Okay, let us check it with your answer. Raman wanted to go to the United Kingdom for higher studies, but his health broke down again and he could not go. This was the first disappointment in his life. Okay, dear students, one more question had given as your homework. So, what was the question? It is on the screen. Write the correct prefixes for the following. Prefixes in the sense, the prefixes should give the opposite meaning. I believe you already wrote the answer for these prefixes and those answers should be opposite words. Okay. Let us check the answer. Popular, unpopular, agree, disagree, behave, misbehave, legal, illegal, mature, immature, polite, impolite, direct, indirect. Students, so what I assigned the homework for the prefixes should be convey opposite meaning. So, for example, I give you the word direct, it may carries the prefix re, it may carries the prefix mis also, but they are not exact opposite of the word direct. So, in is the exact opposite word. So, okay, this is all about the home assignment. Shall we move on to the lesson, dear students? In 1911, Raman was appointed Special Accountant General for Posts and Telegraphs in Calcutta. But when he was offered the post of professor at Calcutta University, he jumped at that offer and accepted the post gladly. After working at Calcutta University for 15 years, he became the director of the Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru. The Raman Research Institute was started in 1948. Raman resigned his post at the Indian Institute of Science and became the director of the Research Institute. Here, he conducted his research in physics until his death. Raman was a great scientist. Throughout his life, he was intensely attached to science. For the sake of science, he gave up the highly paid post of the Special Accountant General and accepted a professorship at Calcutta University. He would forget all about food and rest while he was at work, and his wife had often to tell him that his breakfast or coffee was getting cold. Like all great scientists, Raman had a lot of curiosity. Earlier in his life, while on a voyage to Europe, he saw the wonderful blue of the Mediterranean Sea. This led to his work on the laws of light scattering in liquids, and it ended in his discovery of the Raman effect. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for this in 1930. Raman was a kind man. He helped people when they were in difficulty. When he was working as the Deputy Accountant General, a villager went to him with some badly burnt 100 rupee notes. Any other person, perhaps, would have turned the villager away. But Raman took pity on the villager, examined the notes himself, and allowed the villager to exchange the burnt notes for new ones. Once, at the Raman Research Institute, a candidate was not given admission as he did not do well in his tests. When his travelling allowance was paid, the candidate found that he had received more. He returned to the office to pay back the excess amount. When Raman came to know of this, he liked the candidate's honesty and admitted him to the institute. The candidate was not able to make out why he was admitted when he had not done well in his tests. It seems Raman told the candidate, "I have admitted you to the institute because of your character. You are not very good at physics, but I can teach you." During his lifetime, Raman received a number of honors and medals. In 1929, he was knighted by King George V and became Sir C.V. Raman. A number of universities honored him with doctorates. He was a member of many international scientific organizations. In 1954, the Government of India awarded him Bharat Ratna. In 1957, the Soviet Union honored him by awarding the International Lenin Prize. Raman died on November 21, 1970, at the age of 82. In his death, India lost one of her great sons and the world a great scientist. Let's go and see some new words and their usage which are coming in these paragraphs. The first word is gladly, which means happily. The usage of the word is Chintu is riding new bicycle very gladly. So, gladly means happily, santoshadinda. Let's move on to the next image. This is the picture of Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. In this institute, Raman was appointed as director. So, this is the image of Raman Research Institute, Bengaluru. This institute was established by Sir C.V. Raman after he resigned to Indian Institute of Science director post. This is the image of Calcutta University, where Raman was appointed as a professor in this university, and he worked for more than 15 years. Okay, dear students, let us move on to the next word, curiosity, which means eagerness. Children are reading the story with lot of curiosity. Curiosity means kutuhala. Let us move on to the another picture. This is the image Nobel Prize winners of the year 1930. Raman was also awarded with Nobel Prize in the year 1930. Let us move on to the another one. This is the image of Nobel Prize. So, you can see the picture of Alfred Nobel, and this is the award given to Sir C.V. Raman for his discovery of light effect, which is called Raman effect. So, next word voyage. What is meaning of voyage? Journey by sea. Journey by sea. ಸಮುದ್ರಯಾನ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡೋದು. So, the usage of the word, they planned to go on voyage around the world in their little yacht. I repeat the sentence. They planned to go on a voyage around the world in their little yacht. So, it means ತಮ್ಮ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ದೋಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಸುತ್ತೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ರಾಮನ್ went to Europe by a ship. So, when he was traveling on Mediterranean Sea, he observed the beauty of Mediterranean Sea, and he discovered the light of effect. So, alloyance, the meaning of the word alloyance is the money that is given regularly to pay for a particular thing. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಣ, ಅದನ್ನು ಅಲೋಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ, ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಭತ್ಯೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹಾನರ್ಡ್, ರಿಗಾರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್, ಟು ಶೋ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ರಿಗಾರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಟು ಶೋ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸುವುದು, ಬಹುಮಾನ ಕೊಡುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ಅಥವಾ ಏನನ್ನಾದರೂ ಸನ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಗೌರವ ಕೊಡೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಾನರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಭಾರತ್ ರತ್ನ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ which was given to Sir C.V. Raman in the year 1957. So, Knighthood Award. So, Knighthood Award, this is the award which was given to Sir C.V. Raman for his great work and for his discovery of effect of light, and these are the decorations or symbols used to honor the person who awarded awarded with knighthood. So, after a person who awarded with knighthood, he will be called sir. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ನೈಟ್ಹುಡ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಅವರನ್ನು ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಸಂಬೋಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಟು ಸರ್ ಸಿ ವಿ ರಾಮನ್ ಬೈ ಕಿಂಗ್ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ V. So, let us move on to the another section, phrasal verb. Dear students, before going to give the explanation to phrasal verbs, shall we move on to some images? Okay. Let us see the image. So, have you familiar with Tom and Jerry story? Okay. Here Tom, Jerry mouse said, "Hey, why do you laugh at me?" The Tom replied, "You are tiny creature, I can mock at you." Then what is the reply of Jerry? "I'll kick you out." Then Tom replied, "You can't do anything." Then what happened? Jerry kicked Tom out of the room. Let us move on to another slide. Here we can see two person are talking. One is maybe football player, another one maybe he is coach. Okay, shall we see what they are talking? Opposite team is strong, we may lose. Don't give up, play well, you will win the match. Let us move on to another slide. Here is an old man looking the engine of his car. Let us see what he is going to tell. "Oh God, my car broke down again." Shall we move on to the another image? "Rita, it's cold today, isn't it?" "Yes, I too feel that I have to put on a sweater. Shall we move on to another slide? In this image, a boy observing a picture or drawing it may be, and what he thought. Just observe. Anybody can't make out my sister's drawing. So, just observe, the boy is telling about his sister's drawing. In the above pictures, you have observed these words, okay? Laugh at, kick out, broke down, give up, make out, put on. These are called phrasal verbs, okay? These are all called phrasal verb. So, what are phrasal verbs? Yenagandre phrasal verbs. Shall we go for the explanation? Phrasal verbs are the combination of verb plus adverb or verb plus preposition to convey idiomatic meaning. Please highlight idiomatic meaning, different from the meaning expressed by the words used in the phrase. Okay, students, you can observe that in the previous pictures you have observed that used as phrasal verbs which give special meaning or which give idiomatic meaning. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತವೆ, ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪದಗಳ ಗುಂಪು, ಇದನ್ನು ಫ್ರೇಸಲ್ ವರ್ಬ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ವಿಶೇಷ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಮನಿಸ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು, ಲಾಫ್ ಅಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ ಟಾಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಜೆರ್ರಿ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್. In this slide we can observe laugh at. Why do you laugh at me? So, here laugh at, laugh is a verb and at is a preposition. So, it's a which gives a special meaning, something than the actual meaning given by the verb. So, let us see the combination. Laugh at, laugh is verb and at is preposition. Kick out, kick is verb and out is adverb. Let us move on to the some comprehension questions which are related to the text in this which dealt in this period. First question, how long did Raman work at Calcutta University? Answer is, Raman worked for 15 years at Calcutta University. Which prize did Raman win in the year 1930? So, answer is, Raman won the Nobel Prize in 1930. Okay. How can you say Raman was a kind man? What may be your answer? Yes, here is the answer. Once a villager went to meet with some badly burnt 100 rupee notes. Raman examined the notes and allowed the villager to exchange the new ones. So, dear students, this incident is given how kind-hearted man was Sir C.V. Raman. So, when he was working as Special Accountant General in Calcutta, a villager went to him with some badly burnt 100 rupee notes. ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹಳ್ಳಿಯವನು ಇವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ 100 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಅರ್ಧ ಬರ್ಧ ಸುಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ 100 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ನೋಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು, ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಹತ್ರ ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಬಿದ್ದು 100 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ನೋಟ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಧ ಬರ್ಧ ಸುಟ್ಟೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ನನಗೇನಾದರೂ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಬದಲಾಯಿಸ್ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. ಸೊ, ರಾಮನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ರಾಮನ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಅಲೌಡ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ನೋಟ್ಸ್. ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಸುಟ್ಟೋಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನೋಟುಗಳಿಗೆ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಹೊಸ ನೋಟುಗಳನ್ನ ಬದಲಾಯಿಸ್ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್, ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ 100 rupees note was more valuable than the present 1 lakh rupee note. So, it was more valuable. So, ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವನು ಇಡೀ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಹಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ರಾಮನ್ ವಾಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಲಿ accepted and recognized, understand the situation and allowed the villager to exchange the new notes. So, here two words are highlighted, once and once. These are called homophones. You are already known that homophones are the words which have same pronunciation, but they are different in spelling and meaning. Let us move on to the another question. So, what made Raman give up the highly paid post of the special accountant general? The answer is the professorship offer of Calcutta University made him give up the highly paid post. Shall we move on to another? How did the Soviet Union honor him? Soviet Union means the present Russia. How did it honored Sir C.V. Raman? The Soviet Union honored him by awarding the International Lenin Prize. The then Soviet Union country, the present Russia. Okay? The Soviet Union honored him by awarding the International Lenin Prize. Let us move on to the grammar section. The present continuous tense. The present continuous tense, which used to talk about the work that is happening at the present time, the work is not completed, it is continuing. Have you understood? The present continuous tense sentences are used for this purpose. We also used the present continuous tense for our planned future actions. Okay? Shall we move on to the next slide? Here the work is going on. The children are reading a book. So, the children are reading the book, the work is going on. So, we are using the word, the verb are and participle reading, present participle reading. Okay? Let us move on to another slide. You can observe a horse is running in the field. Have you observed? A horse is running. So, is running, the words is running are highlighted. Let us move on to the another slide. A bird is flying over the pond. A bird is flying over the pond. So, is flying, the words is flying are highlighted. Let us move on to the table to look at or to frame some more examples which related to present continuous tense. Okay. You already did one example, very nice students. Okay. I am eating a banana. Just observe, I am eating a banana. So, if the subject is first person singular, we use am, present participle we use eating. So, let us move on to the another example. You are carrying a bundle. We also frame one more sentence in this regard, they are carrying a bundle. So, both for second person you and third person plural we use are. Okay. You are carrying a bundle, they are carrying a bundle. So, a bundle means one bundle. So, let us move on to the another example which is related to third person. He is reading a book. She is reading a book. Monkey? No, it won't read. Khan is reading a book. Suma is reading a book. Shall we move on to another example? One more example. Okay. He is carrying the bundle. So, definite ಆ ಬಂಡಲನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅವನು ಅಂತ. She is carrying the bundle. Khan, again Khan is carrying the bundle. Suma is carrying the bundle. Monkey, the monkey or monkey is eating a banana. He is eating a banana. She is eating a banana. So, we can frame as many sentences as possible by using this kind of tables which related to present continuous tense. Let us move on to the last part of this session, home assignment part. The first question is, how can you say Raman had great interest in his work? Great interest in his work, and previous class I asked you, how can you say Raman had great interest in science, but the questions are different and answers also different. You have to give, you think while and give the answer. Second question, why did Raman give readmission to a student in the Raman Institute? Third question, fill in the blanks with suitable phrasal verbs given in the bracket. Put up, the phrasal verbs are put up, break down, make out, give up. First question, she speaks so fast, I can't dash anything. Harish has to dash smoking habit since his illness. The third question is C, question number C, the villagers were unable to dash resistance, so they lost their land. Okay. Okay, dear students, before going to complete my lesson, I want to tell you a few things. Dear students, please open your textbook page number 17, and you have a QR code on the top of the page, and just you scan the QR code and you will get videos, exercises, and even also this class will also available on Diksha app after scanning this QR code. So thank you dear students, and hope you all enjoy the class.